Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Colorado Buffaloes taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buffaloes offense will have the football first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Looking for a gap. It's Hayden. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to
go. Looking to throw it, Salter. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Welch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 30-long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So Houston's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Houston will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again. Quickly complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking to throw, it's Salter. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
And the Buffaloes are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Salter. Buying some time. Oh, it's out. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
He'll start this drive firing. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Now on 2nd down. The give to the back. The Cougars have a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Finds his big tight end. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Wegman. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Welsh. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Buffaloes will call on their punt team.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He'll do it himself. He's loose. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself in for 6.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly going to do, and just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Gets the back moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's Miller. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Hold on.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The play action fake. Now adjusting. Their pass It's not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here comes the Houston offense once again. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Safe completion on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner will be brought down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got it.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayden. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes.
Oh, he wants it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Colorado. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
Off the play fake on first down. He'll pull it down. Can't get him to the ground. These guys got their nose bloodied in the Big 12 last year. They took it personally through the offseason and eager to atone this year.
And guys this year are just going to have to step up and make more plays as well. They've got some dudes who they feel are very, very talented, but weren't always playing to their potential. Last year, David, it's got to start in game one in conference play this season.
No doubt. You got to set the tone early, send a message early. We're not that team from a year ago. Like, that was a bad season. That was a down season. We're going to turn this around. Got to get that.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Weckman. Right on the money. And they swarm him under.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons. And because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard of that guy, heard of that guy, heard of that guy. And so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key for Colorado. Can they be physical and tough up front?
The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Salter. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
From the gun. Got it in the middle. It's Sanford. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Broussard. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And And really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Gonna run it. It's Sanford. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Nice job getting past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Offense getting set for first down. To the air. It's Wegman. Fires to the tight end. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Houston, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Salter. Got the quick pass. Gets away from one, finds room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And first down for the offense.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Miller. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Pulls it in. It's Welch. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Colorado.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Wake Forest rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Winston-Salem. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Dances away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Fires deep on the run. Snags it down the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll close the gap to 14. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25. line. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Gets it out quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Miller. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing.
Turning it on! Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Back to pass, it's Salter. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Welsh. Powers through the defender. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
It's a seam wide open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to pass, it's Salter. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I'm I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good, and you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
He got it, and that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
To the ground with the back. Fights off a defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. A first down for the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Turns it loose deep. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Houston. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 7 over the Judicials. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Catch in the middle. It's Welch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
From the gun, give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want.
There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And the Buffaloes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. On the run, it's Price. Wide open spaces. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off play action. He wants to go deep. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Houston will be forced to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the run, it's Welch. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Buffaloes are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Welch. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Colorado! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for it.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Colorado 41, Houston 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To throw, it's Wegman. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Working the middle, it's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hacks to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Good timing on the quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Buffaloes! pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Syracuse is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Orange on the scoreboard. They're up 14 over the Judicials. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Wegman. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle.
It's a running room. And they'll pick up the first down and park it at the 47.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. He'll do it himself on the draw. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Fires left. He makes a catch. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. The Cougars have moved it inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the 1st down. The defense was offside. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, a lot of space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Buffaloes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. There he goes! Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Houston going up tempo.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Looking to throw, it's Beckman. Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
1st and goal, Houston.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. He's looking to pass. Looking for the goal line. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to throw it. Looking to buy time. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. He'll do it himself. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too, nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.